What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? In my last video, I spoke about how we are star seeds, how we're consciousness incarnate, how we are the universe experiencing itself through this human form. And as I was editing, I realized like this idea and how I was speaking, first of all, I can really just go on a tangent sometimes and not even be clear on what I'm saying sometimes. So as I was editing, I realized I need to explain myself more because I understand the idea, especially if you're not familiar with what I'm saying, can seem so vast and broad. So maybe even a little confusing. So I wanted to explain more on what I was talking about, How do we move from that cosmic awareness into creating real change in our everyday life? Especially when I'm speaking from the cosmic aspect of us, and then having the thought aligned action. How do those two work with each other? How does those two even make sense if we're this and we should be doing that? You know what I mean? So today I want to clarify how these concepts connect, and why understanding both our universal nature and the power of aligned action, the power of thought aligned action, is the key to breaking free from the chains that hold us back, from, the chains, the mental chains that hold us back. Because really there's nothing else holding us back besides how we think and believe about ourselves and the world around us. Welcome back, and welcome in. I am Therese Valentine, a spiritual coach, a creator, and a spiritual disruptor, helping people remember who the fuck they are and accepting their true nature and building a life that reflects. If that hits, subscribe, tap in. You can book a one-on-one session or join the Cosmic Abundance Network. The link is in the description. But for now, let's get into it. So really, it's all about balance. How does creating money, how does generating money, how does creating the life that I truly want to live matter if I'm a cosmic being? How does that matter? It matters because living and experiencing this universe in this 3D reality life, how we materialize things is by our thoughts. If you have looked at my previous video, or even whatever, you'll understand that the power of your thought, conscious creation, is started by a thought. And in the beginning was the word. As above, so below. Life is a mirror. So if you're having these thoughts, it cannot be created without it. So it's consciously thinking and believing in whatever thought that you have for yourself, to really focus, to understand that when we embrace both of these, our cosmic nature and taking aligned action, we become creators who can transform reality from the inside out. So starting off with the starseed as conscious creators, as being consciousness, as being the universe experiencing itself, right? In simple terms, we're energy. Everything is energy. The universal intelligence. We are intelligence. And we're here to experience growth and create through this human journey. That's literally what it's about, to experience growth, love this life that we're living, and experience this human journey. And understanding our cosmic power, our true nature, it reminds us how powerful we really are beyond measure. Beyond our everyday stories, beyond our life, beyond what we know to be true. We're not limited by old programming. We don't have to be, or circumstances. So even though we're cosmic beings, even though we're star seeds living in this physical world with laws and energy flow, everything is energy. To manifest, to break the chains, to break the mental cycles, and to break those habits and get comfortable with who we truly are, and to let go of everything that we have been taught that has been a lie, to really get to the life that we truly deserve. We have to have aligned action. We have to have aligned thoughts with our beliefs and our mindset. We have to have that aligned with who we truly are, our cosmic self. Our thoughts and our actions and our belief have to align with the best version of ourselves, that cosmic being. Otherwise, it's going to be off balance, and we're always going to be too much in the thoughts or too much in the 4D reality of who we truly are, and never really get to experience life as it should be. We have to have that balance with inspired and intentional action. So once again, when we embrace both of our cosmic nature and take aligned action, we become co-creators. We become creators who truly love our life, who can really transform things, who really hone in on their power. Otherwise, we're going to continue to be caught up in the system that doesn't give a damn about us. We're going to continue to be caught in the system of struggle, of working a 9-to-5 at a place that we low-key hate, and we're going to continue to be in the system of giving our power away, feeling helpless and worthless. But it takes us getting quiet with ourselves. It takes us becoming familiar with who we truly are to really have that balance. Otherwise, we're going to be so caught up in the 3D and having the thoughts of disempowerment, of feeling like we have to work hard and work and give and give and give so much of our energy to something that doesn't give back to us. If we're giving so much of our energy to the system, how can we give anything to ourselves? That's what I'm talking about with balance. Getting to know who you truly are, getting quiet with yourself, whether that be through meditation practice, breath work, EFT tapping, getting out in nature. Something to get to know yourself and who you truly are, and that being understanding and acknowledging that God power within you, who you truly are, to then get back out into the world and have that balance to take that thought aligned action, to create and manifest on purpose with intention. You know what I mean? So I want to invite you to take note and observe where you truly are. Where might there be a disconnect between what you believe and what you do? I want to encourage you to start bringing this into alignment. That thought aligned action, have that balance. Turn inward. Have that self-assessment, self-reflection, self-awareness to allow yourself to become in alignment with who you truly are, your true essence, and get out of the ego. Stop trying to prove people wrong and one up somebody and take the next man down. You know what I mean? Talk about the next person gossiping. What does that really do for you? You're giving your energy to things that suck you dry. I want to help you see where your beliefs and your thoughts are, where they might be out of sync, because those are the chains. Those are where the chains come from. The things that hold you back, the things that hinder you and feel so heavy and put this feeling in your chest and your heart and your gut that you low-key don't like, that may make you feel good, but then you're right back into the place of feeling deprived and like you're missing something. Those are the chains that I'm talking about. So I encourage you to ask yourself, take a moment to reflect. Are your daily actions really in tune with what you believe and what you want deep down? Or are there places where your thoughts say one thing and your actions do another? Your actions tell you a different story, because you can consciously want something. Yeah, we can consciously want something all day. We can consciously want better for ourselves all day. But subconsciously, the deep-rooted beliefs, bro, they're not going to let you take that action. They might let you take that action, but the energy that you have deep within you is doubt, is fear, is stressing, and that's the dominant vibration that you're on. Like I said, you can consciously want something, but deeply rooted, that's the dominant energy that you're putting off into the ether, into the world. And that imbalance is not aligned, and it's not going to work how it should. If you do get it, you're not going to be able to sustain it because there's an imbalance. So we have to get that balance and that thought-aligned action with who we truly are. Maybe you believe you deserve abundance, but your habits and your decisions say otherwise. They don't support that. Maybe you know you're a powerful creator, but you hesitate to take the steps to move forward. You know, consciously, but subconsciously, what is it telling you? Because subconsciously, you are creating what you have in your life. 90% of that, and then 5% of it is conscious. So subconsciously, we need to dig up those roots, those deeply rooted misconceptions and beliefs and identities about yourself. The first step to breaking free from anything is awareness. The first step to becoming who you truly are, to be able to let go of the things that don't serve you, is awareness. You have to be able to have that accountability and the courage to look at yourself in the mirror. You know what I mean? You have to have the courage to be able to look at yourself. Otherwise, you're going to keep perpetuating that same energy and the same circumstances that really don't serve you. Trust me, you're here for a reason. The journey's not done. If the journey was done, you wouldn't be experiencing this life right now. So, you're here for a reason. Accept that. Allow yourself to live the best life possible for you. It's waiting on you to acknowledge you. What you're seeking is seeking you. So, notice these gaps without judgment. Give yourself grace. Be patient with yourself. Love yourself through this journey. The journey is not done. The journey never ends. Even when you accomplish something, there's still something else to be done. The journey never ends. So love yourself without judgment. Problems aren't going to stop. Even when you get to the top of where you want to be, the problems aren't going to stop. You just adapted new ways of living. So the problems that used to seem like problems won't seem like problems anymore. You'll know how to withstand them and overcome them because you have become stronger. You have accepted who you truly are. You start to adopt new perceptions of yourself and how to go about life, and you start to respond to life instead of reacting to life. You are now walking in your power. You don't feel like things have power over you. You know that you are powerful and nothing is bigger than you. You will start to accept that, but you have to be able to have that accountability, be able to self-reflect. So notice the gaps without judgment, and from there you can start to consciously choose the thoughts and actions that are truly aligned with who you're becoming. And it's a beautiful thing. I'm telling you, this is what, my 5th year on this spiritual journey, and it's only getting better and better year by year, day by day, minute by minute, second by second. Some days are better than others, but gratitude is what has gotten me here. And I'm continuing to grow, continuing to love myself, continuing to unveil my true essence. And as I do that, I make these videos, I make this content, I help the world unveil consciousness, love, walking in our light. That's how we become free, is to start to walk in our true light. Honestly, everything is energy. Energy is light. We're living in this fractal holographic world of light. Different reflections, different perceptions of everything, different aspects of God, different aspects of ultimate source, ultimate creation. So remember, when your inner world and your outer world harmonize and flow together, manifestation is not just a concept. It becomes your lived reality. Mind you, we manifest 24/7, but it's a matter of, are you doing it on purpose, or are you just going about life willy-nilly? Because you're manifesting already. It's just a matter of honing in on your power and doing it on purpose. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. I hope I cleared that up for you. If you did have a little confusion, even if you didn't, I'm sure this video helped in some type of way. So make sure you check out the playlist Freedom Codes, and you will be able to keep up with the series. Or the next episode will be about the financial and money chains that hold us back. Stay tuned. Much love to y'all. Make sure you have a great day, great night, wherever you at. Stay blessed. Give yourself grace. Give yourself love. Peace.